What's good, my beautiful kings and queens? It's I, Wini, your favorite British locked YouTuber, back with a consistency new video again. If you're an oldie, welcome back to my channel. If you're a newbie, make sure you hit the subscribe button before the end of this video, because I'm gonna be dropping videos every week, every Saturday at that. So today's video, I'm actually really buzzing to talk about this. I've had a long day at work. You guys won't even believe it. Like, I've been up since 5 AM, yeah, and I'm here and I'm buzzing because, yeah, I have so much to say on this topic. Basically, for those of you that don't know, by the time this video comes out, I'm gonna have a week left of being in my 20s. I'm going to be 30 next weekend. So I thought I would take this opportunity to share with you guys 9 things that I have learned in my 20s. Obviously, I've learned so much, but I ain't trying to make an hour-long video. I know that I have a positive energy, I can be entertaining to watch, yada yada. But would I want to watch me for a whole hour? No. So I wouldn't put you guys through that either. So I've got my phone here because I've made some notes so that I don't forget my points. First point is mistakes allow growth. Now, we're all human, we all sin, we all make mistakes. Some mistakes are more sillier than others, but the point is it is normal to make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up about it. In the past, I've beaten myself up over certain things that I may have done or not done. However, had those so-called mistakes not occurred, I would not be the person that I am today, period. I think the most important thing when it comes to making certain mistakes is, what have you learned from that situation? What have you taken from that situation? And the things that you have learned from that situation, how are you going to use that to better yourself going forward? That's literally how I see it. So rather than dwelling on certain things that have happened, certain things that you've done, certain things that you haven't, take on board what you've learned and stop staying fixated on the past. Use what you've learned to better your future and also to better what's happening in your present moment. My second point is other people's opinions don't matter. As humans, I think from time to time we do kind of cave in and sometimes we do care about what other people think. That is true. Even to some degree, my last video that I put out where I was saying that I was feeling like I was stuck in a rut with my YouTube channel because I was feeling boxed to just making lock videos, and there's so much more to me than that. When I was, you know, thinking prior to making that video, in my head I was thinking to myself, well, if I stop making lock videos, people aren't really gonna watch me. Maybe I'll lose subscribers, yada yada, and then the mind starts ticking. But the fact of the matter is, opinions don't matter. People's opinions of you, whether it is good, whether it is bad, doesn't affect your quality of life in any way. I found, if I'm being brutally honest, anytime that I've been fixated on what other people may think or feel about me, my growth as a person gets stunted. Think about it. You're always thinking, what is that person gonna think if I wear this dress? What is that person gonna think if I decide to change my career path? What is that guy gonna think if I change my hair? What is that girl gonna think if I'm not driving a fancy car? Those opinions don't matter, because at the end of the day, real recognize real. When you're real to yourself, you will attract people that are real and appreciate you for who you are, period. My third point is be unapologetically you. I can give so many examples in my 20s where I have dimmed myself down. I have pretended to be something that I'm not, maybe to get somebody's attention, maybe so that somebody can think that I am right for them, maybe so that somebody can like me and be my friend, yada yada, rubbish. I have found that over probably the last, I could easily say about 2 years, that I have just been myself and just said, you know what, fuck it. Like, if somebody doesn't like what I'm about, they don't like what I stand for, that's their business, because life goes on, and the more that I stay true to myself, the more that I attract more positive things, more positive people around me, and more blessings. Like, it's so crucial for you to be you. Being unapologetically you can mean so many things. It can just be you being confident in your dress sense. It can be you being vocal via your social media, sharing your thoughts and not caring what anybody thinks. Maybe you might be from a particular group of people and you want to use your platforms to unapologetically talk about the struggles within your community or your group or whatever that it may be. And you do it in a bold and confident manner, and you don't care what anybody else thinks. That is what being unapologetically you is. You have time to figure out your career goals, is what I've written. I feel that at a certain point in time in my early 20s, when I was like dealing with depression and stuff like that, it was predominantly because I felt like I was falling behind. I was feeling like a lot of people within my age group were going on to do big and amazing things, and here I was. There were certain points in my 20s where I was unemployed, or I was stuck in a job that I really absolutely hated, and it was making me feel really, really low. And I would ask myself, like, how have I allowed this to happen? Like, I'm in my 20s, I haven't got my career together, I haven't got my shit together. People in my age group are doing wonderful things in their careers and they're excelling, and here I am. Listen, I'm here to tell you, honestly, yeah, your 20s, I would even say your 30s, I don't really feel like there's a need to kind of, I feel like in general, people tend to put goals to an age. That's I think that's where the issue is. It's all good, you know, saying that you want to aim for this, that's fine. But I do feel like there is a lot of pressure in your 20s to have certain things. And when you get to a certain point within your 20s and you don't have those certain things, you start to feel low. I'm telling you, your 20s ain't that. Like, your 20s is probably one of the best times for you to dip your toe in multiple things, give different things a try, work out what works well for you, work out your likes, work out your dislikes, figure out who you are, embrace who you are, and embrace new experiences. So honestly, if you're in your 20s, and I don't care whether that's 22, 25, it could be 29 like myself at this precise moment, and maybe you're not even quite sure which way, let's just say, you want your career to head in, I'm telling you, don't sweat it, because if you do your searches, you will be surprised to find out that probably some of the people that you look up to, that could be a celebrity or so, didn't even get their career popping until like their mid-30s. And I'm not saying that that's gonna be you. I'm simply saying that small steps is better than no steps. It is better for you to slowly take your time to work out certain things, and for you to enjoy things when it flourishes, no matter what age you are. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself to have your career and to have certain shit together. Like, what? Where is the? Why are you rushing? I don't understand. What is the actual rush? Live your best life. I'm gonna have to put my foot up for this one. Living your best life. I feel like living your best life means different things to different people. Living your best life could be traveling more, it could be socializing with friends more, it could be picking up a new hobby, it could be creating a new blog, becoming a music video director. Whatever living your best life means to you, it should bring happiness to you. Living your best life is doing whatever makes you happy while you're not intentionally hurting anybody. Live your best life. Your 20s really does not have to be that serious. I do look back and I think to myself, oh, Winnie, why was you so serious? Like, girl, it's never that deep. I promise you, whatever you're going through, it will get better. Now, this one is gonna be a little bit controversial, just tiny bit, because I have seen a lot of discussions about this via social media. I've put down, your circle becomes smaller. Now, this is just my personal experience. Maybe there are some people that are in their 20s going on 30 and their circle has become bigger. I don't know, each to their own. But for me, one thing that I've learned is that my circle became smaller, and that's not a bad thing. For me, that's amazing, that's fantastic, because I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of what I would call associates. Like, I feel that I'm well known, but in terms of actual friends, I can probably count my close friends on one hand, if I'm honestly being real. But to me, it's quality, not quantity, that matters. I feel like my close friends that I have, they are top-notch quality, rather than me having, let's just say, 20 friends and they're just like all over the gaff. They're not of any substance, they're not of any value, they're just like, why are you here? I do feel like, obviously, when I was in my teenage years and I was going to secondary school and stuff, I had a ton of friends and that. But then as life goes on, it's not even like I fell out with anyone per se. I just feel that sometimes in life, when you're going in a different direction compared to other people, or you're embarking on a new journey, let's put it like that, you just naturally kind of stop talking to people, or some people stop talking to you, and there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't matter even if you've just got the one friend. If that one friend is solid, is genuine, is somebody that you can trust, somebody that you can talk to, you are winning. One friend, two friend, three friend, four friend, it doesn't matter. But for me personally, I've noticed that my circle of friends is rather small, and that brings me inner peace personally, because I feel like in the past, when I had a lot of so-called friends, it brought me a lot of unnecessary drama, and I don't have that drama anymore. So that's saying something. Social media is an illusion. Yes, I said what I said. Social media is a massive illusion. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but as of recently, I can't be bothered with Instagram. I don't know what it is, but I just cannot be asked. I feel like, while I do love social media in general, I'm not gonna stand here and say that I don't like social media. I feel like with anything in life, there's positives and negatives, but sometimes the negatives really do outweigh the positives when it comes to social media, especially when it comes to, for example, depression. I feel like on social media, especially platforms like Instagram, people tend to use platforms like Instagram to stun. If we're being all the way real, I mean, I've probably done it before, used it to stun in one way or the other. But when I say that social media is an illusion, people are posting, well, the majority of the time, they post the best parts of their lives, or people use their social media to lie and pretend that they are living a certain lifestyle that they are not. And then maybe you are somebody that is currently feeling a little bit lost in life, or you're feeling a bit unsure on which direction you want to go. Maybe it could be your career or whatnot, and then you now jump onto your social media and you're seeing people posting videos or pictures of them popping bottles at parties or clubs, and people traveling, people doing expensive trips every other week, and that makes you feel very shitty about yourself. And as humans, you know, sometimes you may feel some type of way when you're feeling low and you jump on Instagram and you are seeing people doing X, Y, and Z. People are gonna post whatever it is that they want to post. That's not what I'm talking about. But the point that I'm trying to make is, take what you see on social media with a pinch of salt. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors when people are posting these pictures where they look really happy, especially when it comes to couples. Everybody who's doing couple goals, I'm all for it. I love to see people appearing to be happy on social media. I really do. I love seeing people happy. I love seeing people looking like they are living their best lives. But at the same time, it does really bother me when I talk to people or I see people feeling really low because they're seeing certain images, they're seeing certain videos, and it's making them feel some type of way. And I have to be the one to say, yo, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I've read some crazy stories about people looking up to certain couples, not knowing that the couple that they're looking up to, that post a happy, lovey-dovey pictures and videos and stuff, they are in a very abusive relationship. And when that camera goes off, they are going through hell. But you wouldn't know that because you just see them smiling and grinning up teeth in their pictures. Social media really is an illusion. People, including myself, we choose to post what we want you to see. So please keep that in mind and try your best to not compare your life to people that you see on social media. You don't know them. Damn, my battery is low, so I'm gonna have to speed it up. Luckily for me, I've just got 2 more points left. So point number 8, if he cares, his actions will speak volumes. Now I can't remember if I still have these videos up or not where I've spoken about certain past experiences, but yeah, in the past, predominantly in my early 20s, I did make a lot of silly mistakes, which goes back to my first point, mistakes allowing growth, because if I didn't make those mistakes, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. And I also feel like those mistakes also really helped me pinpoint qualities that I need in a guy and things that I would not tolerate in a guy. Now, in the past, I was dating guys that maybe they would verbally say that they cared and stuff, but their actions would be the complete opposite. But because they had said things verbally, I was clinging onto their verbal words rather than actually taking on board their actions. And I think that it is very important to and for my US subscribers probably don't know what pre means, but it's very important for you to look and analyze people's actions. Somebody can tell you that they care about you, but then they are verbally abusive to you, they compare you to other people, they don't make time for you, they call you names, yada yada. But because that they have verbally said that they care about you, don't cling on to what they have said. Don't cling on to the good parts, especially if the negatives outweigh the positives. I think in general, period, people's actions always speak louder than words. You know, sometimes you will come across people that might not be good with expressing how they feel, but you know how they feel about you because of how they are towards you. It's the same ways where if somebody says they love you, they care about you, but they're always making you cry, they're always hurting you, whether it be physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever, like, you got to keep your eye on that. And one thing that I've really learned, especially when I look back on the majority of whether it's people that I've dated or minor relationships that I've been in the past, is that people's words and their actions weren't matching up. They were saying sweet things, but their